Hey guys, Forrest from Thrust Institute of Maintenance. For those aspiring mechanics out there, there's one thing you're going to need, and that is a really good set of tools. They're going to be tools you use every day. They'll be tools you might use once in a while. Doesn't matter which way you go in this industry, you're going to have a good set to get you through your career. First and foremost, the most important tool in any A&P mechanic's toolbox is going to be a set of these safety wire pliers. The idea with safety wire is it prevents a bolt from backing out under vibration, under load, or in operation. These tools are the quintessential lifeline for a mechanic. To use them, you pinch onto the wire and they automatically spin the wire for you, tightening it up and making sure that bolt or nut will not come loose. The second most useful piece of equipment for an A&P mechanic is going to be a good quality calibrated torque wrench. We deal with fasteners that are oftentimes in high stress locations or critical to the operation of the aircraft, and it's important that we get those bolts tightened properly. These torque wrenches come in a number of shapes, sizes, but they all serve the same purpose, to make sure when we're tightening it down, that bolt's not going to go anywhere. The third most important tool for an A&P mechanic is going to be a good set of these Cleco pliers. A lot of you might not know what a Cleco is. It is a spring-loaded fastener that is used to hold two sheets of metal together. And as an aircraft mechanic, you're going to be using these all the time. They are super easy to use, and the pliers that go with it install the Cleco by pulling back, narrowing the point of the Cleco, entering the metal, and when released, it will hold the two pieces of metal together. So a lot of the specialty tooling that you'll need on a day-by-day basis is going to be provided by your employer. Things like rivet guns, bore scopes, compression testers, all will typically be maintained and calibrated by your employer. These tools are often kept in a locked area of the facility where it's the mechanic's responsibility to check out these tools and check them back in after they are used. The bore scope is a specialized inspection camera that is attached to a screen, and what makes it special is it has a very small diameter camera that's able to fit places that a mirror won't fit, your eyes won't fit, and certainly a flashlight won't fit. Oftentimes it's used for inspecting the internals of an engine or to inspect tight spaces in an airframe that would be otherwise inaccessible. Unlike the old days, guys, where your grandpa would go ahead and take that old 9-volt battery and stick it up to his tongue to see if it's got power, modern aircraft are getting a little bit more advanced and have a whole lot more electrical systems. The go-to day-by-day is going to be the multimeter. A multimeter is a device which allows the technician to check for electrical continuity of a circuit, voltage present in a circuit, and many other functions that are useful in diagnosing problems on aircraft. Today's aircraft are some of the most technologically advanced machines ever made, and as such are packed full of electronics that you, the technician, are going to have to troubleshoot when things go awry. In any large mechanic shop, control of tools is going to be critical. As a matter of fact, many repair stations will even require you to have a toolbox that looks like this. Shadowed and organized, where everything has a name and everything has a place. At the conclusion of every shift, you'll be asked to make sure all of your tools have been returned to the box. And this is a quick way of being able to identify which tools are missing. Now, I'll tell you this, everybody always jokes about losing the 10mm socket, but if you lose that 10mm socket on an airplane, it can potentially end up in an area that could cause harm to the operators of that aircraft. Guys, here at Thrust Institute of Maintenance, we do things a little bit differently with tooling. As a mechanic new to the industry, it's often difficult to know what you're going to need day one going into the workforce. We remove a lot of the hard work for you and provide all of our classes with fully stocked shadowed toolboxes for our students to use. The best part about this is it gives you an opportunity to see what you're going to be using the most, what tools you like, what qualities about a tool you do or do not like. Not only do we have one brand, we have several brands in the shop for our students to be able to try and demo. One of the coolest parts is being a student at A&P school, you are eligible for discounts on new tooling that is not available to the general public. So once you've made that decision, we'll help you get the best price possible outfitting the box of your future. So as an A&P mechanic, guys, you're going to find that the tools you got on day one aren't always what you're going to have at the end of your career. And it's because over the course of a mechanic's journey, the tools they need for the jobs they're performing change and evolve constantly. Somebody who's working on light aircraft might not have any large tooling, but the day you go to the airlines, you're going to need some tools that are meant for a little bit bigger airplane. A good piece of advice I always give to aircraft mechanics is to start small and grow. Get yourself a good, usable toolbox with room to grow. Leave yourself space for the tools you might buy off the truck or what you grabbed on your next trip to Home Depot. If you like what you saw here, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to have many more videos coming out over the next couple months with some awesome adventures, useful advice, and most importantly, documenting the journeys of our amazing mechanics.